Hey everyone, I want to start this video out by saying I'm sorry for not having a Trials Evolution Top 3 Tracks episode when the previous league I said I'd have it every other week from now on, but school was down to the wire and I was working a lot yesterday and today, which is Tuesday. I basically haven't done anything and I feel like it's just too late to do a Trials Evolution video. I know I've reached that point where, it doesn't really matter, no one really cares because there's not really anyone watching, but I feel like I just need to come out and say that anyway. What this is, what you see here, is just, I call this Trials and Talking and Trials, whatever, TNT, whatever you want to call it. Much more exciting abbreviation than it is the actual title, but anyway, I was thinking of just doing one of these videos, I think I have anything to talk about, or think about. You haven't seen my Let's Talk videos, it's me playing different kinds of games. I find it very distracting to be playing a game and talking about something at the same time. So, for these tracks you see here will they're tracks that will have not made it to Trials Evolution Top 3 Tracks. Probably won't ever because, they're good, but they're not that level that I'm looking for. And basically what this video is about is my opinions on video game console exclusives and what each big company's Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft strategy is in having their amount of exclusives, whatever that amount may be, for this generation and the next generation coming very soon. Not soon enough, but soon enough for the whole of everything, but not soon enough for me because I'm impatient just like much of other people. So in this video, I want to start by saying, okay, I was watching, can't remember. I was watching the video, and I heard them say that, Sony has these solid, exclusives coming out that people know are definitive of what PlayStation 3 and on is. With games like Forza, that's Xbox. We'll get to there soon. Gran Turismo, there's a new game. I can't remember what they announced they had for the PS4, but there's a new racing game, kind of similar. What was the other one? Infamous. Infamous was another one, and there's a whole bunch of other ones coming on PS4. So in Xbox, we have only 343 Industries that makes Halo and Halo now, and Forza, and then not really a whole maybe Gears, the Gears games. And that's not really a very definitive thing of Xbox's shooters. So, and Nintendo, of course, 90% of all their games are basically exclusives. So, for whatever reason that may or may not be. Now, I've set up a little spectrum graph thing. These are really hard to find on the internet. I don't know why, but it's like a little spectrum thing you see right here. And we got Nintendo on the far right side. They have mostly 90%, like I said, 90% exclusives. Mario games. Basically all their flagship franchises we know. And then you go up to more to the middle, I'd say more to the right of the middle, because on the far left you'd have no exclusives, which would really be nothing, because that's not really, we don't have that yet. That'd be like the Ouya, because that's you can get the games on the phone. But anyway, more on the right side, middle right-ish would be PlayStation, where they have quite a number of exclusives that are well known to define what they are as a company, being more separate from the other ones, as you're reiterating, but I digress that as well. But I see like a 50%, 50 to 70, 50 to 60% of exclusives on the PlayStation consoles, and we're not really needing to go over that because like I just said. And then you got on the far left, going up maybe just a little more, with not very exclusives at all, like 20% of exclusives. You got Xbox. Now, we're seeing that all consoles now are trying to be more entertainment systems rather than game systems, but as we heard from the press conference with Sony when they were announcing the PS4, we heard them talk a lot about games, just games, gameplay games, really not talking about entertainment, that whole entertainment medium as a whole, actually. So I found that pretty interesting, is why they're just going for gameplay mostly, rather than, this is what we got for everyone, even if you don't play much video games, if not any at all, or if you're a very hardcore gamer. Now, what Xbox is doing is we can see they definitely have a large expansion. They've expanded largely into other medias, music, movies, TV shows, Netflix and whatnot. You know, and it's my original understanding that back when the Wii U was being announced, Nintendo wanted to have the hardcore audience. Am I wrong about that? No, I don't think I am. But the problem is, with all their gimmicky crap going on, I feel like they're really taking away from that, and they're really being hypocritical and going against exactly what they said. I mean, they tried to do that with their, I can't remember the name of the controller, the hardcore controller, whatever it is, the Xbox copy off, whatever it was called. I feel like they're still really struggling in trying to do that, so I really don't know what their strategy is now. Sad to say, but I really don't know what it is now. And then PlayStation, I feel like they're looking for more the hardcore, and I really think they're doing a good job of it with what they're explaining with the share button and with the games that they're coming out with, and the ability to explore your content more further with the share button and with all the other features they're having to online, and the fact that they're talking to so many game developers, and I feel like they are even still going to have more unique games than Xbox could muster up, but we could see. Just going to have to wait. And I know this seems like more of an Xbox, Microsoft-centered video, and I admit, yeah, it kind of is, but I'm still not going to be like, I'm not going to be on the day one purchase of that, or a PlayStation, or not even a Wii. We're not even a Wii U yet at all. I don't know if I want that. I'm still waiting for 3 games for that, but you know what? Those may never come, or they might. The main reason as to why this is more of an Xbox-centered video is because it's less than a month to announcement, and it's the last console to be out for the next generation, console wars to begin. So that's basically why. Drawing a little bit more from a console war with Xbox and Sony, I feel like that Sony, they're turning more into mostly games, whereas I think Xbox is more of the entertainment system for people who don't really care about exclusivity, or, you know, they say, for example, and I hear a lot of people say, it's like, oh, Xbox, they have a lot of, it's like, oh, they're not really exclusives because they're not on PC. Well, that's not always true, because Gears of War and Halo, they're not on PC, because they tried it, I don't know, probably not good sales, and that's probably why they're not doing it anymore with those. So I feel like that, Call of Duty, for example, Battlefield, is like, oh, I don't really want to play PCs, and like, so that's kind of casual in a way, I guess you could say. I don't want to get a PC. I want to be playing on an Xbox with a certain controller that is by far the best controller than all the ones this generation, and I have a feeling that they'll keep the same controller. I mean, why not? Why not? It's, you know, why need a share button? You know, they could make it so they have the dashboard. You can have like all your dashboard stuff where you use the dashboard button or whatever it is, and you could just record a game with that. Now that'd be cool. Record it, just basically hit the middle button, go to record gameplay, boom, record, and record your screen. Now that'd be cool. So it'd be more of a, and they could cater it more toward, you can export it to a file and then edit your video. Now that'd be cool, instead of just like share button, not being able to provide your own commentary. I don't know if they'll be able to do that with the share button and the PS4, but who knows. So basically, I'm talking that Xbox does not need, or actually they don't feel like they need the exclusives, because they feel like they have the overall easy UI, the easy navigation, the UI, the great online features they have, which unfortunately people are like, oh, we shouldn't have to pay for gold anymore. I don't know. I feel like not saying they have to pay for gold, but just upgrade silver so it's like get a little more, which I kind of agree. I don't know. I feel like in the end that Microsoft is like, okay, we'll get the hardcore casual people who don't want to get, you know, all the systems just to play a game that could be available on all systems. They want to play Battlefield, Call of Duty, Crisis, or whatever the heck, you know, whatever, you know, like Need for Speed. There it is. Because that's all across the board. They want to play the games that, I don't have to deal with having these specs for a PC. I don't have to deal with having to define this with this game. Xbox is just looking for, we want, which in a way is going to let you give more competition, make you buy more systems. It's like, I like the controller. I like the functionality of the Xbox Online, you know, their software, how it runs, which is actually Xbox, the new Xbox Infinity, whatever they're calling it, it's said to be running with Windows 8, which I'm not going to disbelieve that because, I mean, look at it now. It looks a lot like Windows 8. I'd say Windows 8 looks a lot like it. A lot of people say that was kind of a testing ground, and I agree with that. So, to wrap up my video, I'm basically saying that Nintendo's got mostly exclusives, PS3's got kind of half and half, and Xbox has very few. For the reason why they want that is because they want Xbox to be more of a full entertainment system, just to play for more of the casual people who will be on there a lot and don't want to deal with a lot of, I hate to say it, you know, I mean, there is a lot of garbage when it comes to picking a game, making a PC for a game, or, you know, making sure the game runs nice on your PC as it would on any other console. Even though sometimes your PC could run it better, but of course that's who you are, and then of course it all depends on money. People say, oh, it's cheaper to the PC. Yeah, it is, but when you're initially buying it, it's not. It really is not. So, but when you're paying for the games are much cheaper. Steam sales, for example, definitely. But in a ways, people who can't really control their spending are going to be like, oh, I got 500 games and I haven't played like 300 of them. I mean, it's like, it's crazy. I mean, at least I know I have a little more repression, controlled on my impulse buys is more than some. But that's for another topic. So I feel like Xbox, they don't think they need the exclusives. I think so. That's it for the first trials and talking. If I get enough likes on it, maybe like 5 likes. Yep, that's wonderful. That's a lot. Yay! If I get 5 likes on this video, then I'll do another one in a week or so talking about a new Trials game. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know anything about a new Trials game, but I am just talking about what I would like to see in the next Trials game, Trials Evolution 2, Trials HD 3, whatever you want to call it. Let's see what I'd like to talk about, what I'd like to see in it, and things that they could do. Maybe put it on all consoles, maybe. That's a little preview of what's to come, so I'll see you next time. See you later.